Yo, so a minute ago, I had did the 3-day fast with y'all, and I told y'all the reasons why I fasted. And it's another thing that I do. I just started doing a few months ago. I'm all about habits, right? Because your habits is a sum of what you are. So I try to be real conscious of my habits. And when you fast, you are consciously like stopping a certain habit. Whether it's eating, whether you go on a social media fast, whether you go on a TV fast, whether you just go on a meat fast, whatever you're doing, you giving something up. And you're practicing the willpower of when you feel the urge to do that thing, you practice constraint. Like, yo, I'm not going to do that, right? Like, that's the way to, I'm not going to say it's a way to, it is a way to stop certain habits, but it practices it in general. But I like to practice both sides of that, I guess, brain muscle or whatever, or what have you. So I will practice doing something consciously on purpose. So for example, what I'm doing now is I'm on I call it programming. Like a fast when you give something up, program is when you do something on purpose. That's what I call it. So for example, for like the past month or 2 or 3, pretty much all winter, honestly, I have not been motivated to do any kind of exercising at all. Like, I've been in pure lazy sloth mode. And I would try to, force myself to get into it every once in a while, and it'll be short-lived. So what I'm doing now is every hour on the hour, what I do is I do something real quick, real brief, less than 30 seconds, some type of cardio. Typically, I'm just like doing like squat jumps or something like that. Every hour on the hour. So for one, first of all, like, exercise is the most underrated antidepressant, energy boosting shit ever to me. So like today, like I feel great. My energy's there. I'm thinking clear, all that type of shit, right? And what that's doing is it's kind of just getting me into a exercising mode, like a mode where I gotta stay moving, gotta stay active. And like even today, I've been doing other shit outside of that all day just because I felt like doing it. Like, all I held myself accountable to doing was just doing that quick little cardio for less than 30 seconds every hour on the hour, and that's it. And in between those times, I would get the urge to go knock out a couple sets of dips or some pull-ups or some push-ups or something, just anything. I would just feel like doing it, and that's what I've been doing. So the program was just to do it every hour on the hour from the time I wake up till around 6, 7 in the evening, and to do that for 3 days straight, or until I'm just like back in that mode. And honestly, I feel like I'm back in that mode already. It's something like I just made up and tried. The first thing I tried it with was I needed to drink more water. Judging by my urine, the nigga was dehydrated. So I made a conscious effort. I went on a water program, and before I ate my meals every day for 3 days straight, I'll make sure I drink a glass of water first before I actually started eating, and then I will also have my other glass of water during the meal. And now I had to do that twice. So I did it for 3 days, and then the next day I took a rest. I did it again for another 3 days, and now it's damn near like second nature. I'm just so used to, just within a week, and doubled my water consumption. I no longer look dehydrated like that. So this is something you can practice with anything. You want to get in the exercise routine. You want to, practice eating healthy. Maybe even if you want to practice, if you're trying to study something, maybe you want to consciously read an X amount at a certain time. I don't know, whatever it is, whatever you're trying to program yourself to do, just put yourself on a small. It's because the reason why most of us fail at things we try to do is, especially if it's a life-changing decision, is we say, so let's say, for example, we wanted to start exercising to get in shape. Our brain will automatically go to like the worst memory we had the last time we exercise, and then it also tells us like, yo, we gotta do this for the rest of our lives every day. Do you really feel like going through all of that? Like, that's how your brain do you. But if we could trick our brain into saying like, yo, it's just this quick little one little time for a day, or it's just quick little few times right quick, that's it. And we could break it down like that, it slowly builds into a natural habit. It's just because it's easier to digest. You can fathom it. That's why people say take life one day at a time. You can't just go into life like even like when I went vegan, I still to this day take it one day at a time. I made the decision like, yo, I'm gonna have to do this if I want to lower my blood pressure or whatnot for my health. But I had to take since it was like life or death mode, I took the most realistic, practical approach I could possibly take, and I took it one day at a time, and I still take it one day at a time. For the most part, now on the weekend, I relax on my eating habits a little bit. But for the most part, I wake up with the intent to eat as healthy as I possibly can for the day. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, that mode will probably last me until about 8, 9 o'clock at night. Then I may deviate, and I don't deviate into just a whole bunch of bullshit. Like the worst thing I eat is it's like some sun chips or something like that. But I may like overdo it on a starch or something at night. But and by overdoing it, I just mean like eating the extra potato I shouldn't eat or something like that. And that's it. It's just about approaching it, bite size, one step at a time. That's serious. Don't underestimate that. I remember a while ago watching Will Smith on YouTube talking about, he said something to the effect of, when you trying to build a house, don't think about just building the whole house with the brick. Just focus on laying each brick as perfectly as you can at a time. One brick at a time, lay each brick as perfectly as you can, as opposed to just approaching it like, yo, we gotta build this house and all in one whop type of time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my little, I guess, inspirational or whatnot tidbit for the day. I'll check in with y'all later on though.